Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to December's Nicole Jones 911 Designs unboxing. I am on her design team for all of the lovely printables, digiprints that she and her son Josh, this lovely little business that they started a few months ago now, and there are already tons and tons of things to choose from. And this month, I have, of course, taken a few of the holiday ones, but then I have gone in also to complete some of my collections, and I'll talk to you about that as I go through. Now, these are some of these lovely peppermints. These are part of the seasonal. When you go onto the website, under the category embellishments, if you go into seasonal, you will find the Christmas goodies that are up there. And these are some peppermints. Now, I've actually shown these before. I bought them a couple of weeks ago to go with my December Memories, December Documented album, but I thought I would re-show them here in case you haven't seen them. They come in 1.5, 1.25, and 1 inch. The punches fit perfectly on these. Just a reminder, when you're printing, make sure you print borderless, or on some printers like mine, it is called fill page, and you will get the true sizes. So this is in the red, and I think I printed two of these off because I think I was trying to show the difference between some paper. This is my lovely Epson presentation, matte premium presentation paper. And then in my stash, I had some thinner photo paper, and I was just trying to see the difference between the two. And actually, even a thinner, this is 44 pound, and I think this was 39 pound, and I still have a few sheets of that left because I never really used it as photo paper, and it works quite well as well. Now, mine is Kodak. I know other people have been using HP, but that worked fairly well as well. Beautiful turquoise, but I do really find the Epson a little bit more vibrant for sure in the turquoise and in the green and in the dark turquoise, or is it teal? I think it might be called teal. On the website. So I have all of those printed out to go. And I matched these. If you go back, I'll put my share for my December documented goodies. I'll put it there because I, chose these colors to go along with that kit. Then brand new to the shop this week are these gorgeous and fun Christmas trees. And you can get them with stars, without stars, and then I think there is also trees with no decoration, just the green tree. So these are the large ones, and I think this would be really just fun. You just fussy cut this out as a lovely filler page in a December documented album. If you're working like me in a 6x8, cut a large one out and sort of get it onto a tag or something like that with a little flip. I think I'm going to try that, and I will come back and show you that. And the other thing these large ones would be absolutely awesome for as a Christmas card. You just do maybe an oval, die cut like a stitched oval if you have them, and then raise this up on pop dots, a couple of layers of pattern paper under the oval, and maybe a stamped sentiment, and voila, you have a lovely card. I'm going to try that as well. I will try those two things and hopefully come back and show you that within a day or so. I took them in the 2 inch without the star, just to make something a little bit different. These gorgeous holly leaves and holly berry. This is in the equivalent, I guess, of 2 inch. And then the 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, and these little tiny ones. These I would tend to fussy cut and not use my punch, and I think they will be so much fun, and they would be definitely fun on a card as well as on a scrapbook page or a December documented. Then the other series of things that I got this month are some of the graph paper. Now with that 50% sale, by the way, Nicole's 50% Black Friday sale is actually still going on. These grid papers are 75 cents. And what I want to do now, in my December documented album, I could actually use these as a fun background, but then I also want to I want to journal a little bit more. I don't normally do a dedicated December album. I have a generic album, as many of you know, but this year is so very different. I decided that I was going to do an album, and there will likely be quite a bit of journaling. I do journal your Christmas as well, and often I just do the journaling. This year, I really want to just get it all into the same album. So I thought these would be great for journaling. I could definitely even use these as a background for that album. And I got Seasoned Spices. Now, I got a few more. I didn't print them all out because I had to order some more paper. But I got the Seasoned Spices. I got Pale Gray, Green, and Blue. And I think I got Green #2 and Blue #2, the sort of darker of those colors. And I took the large. If you're looking for this in the shop, it's the large grid. There's a medium grid as well, which I think I might take the next time. Now, this is what I was saying, whereas this month I took advantage and went in and got some of the colors, because if you recall last month I was telling you, if you don't really know where to start with some of the family of colors, you know, Seasoned Spices, Cozy Cafe, which are my two favorite, I have to admit, and I pretty much got everything I could in there. And now I'm starting to fill in some of the additional colors, and I chose this month, of course, colors that are going to match my December documented. So I got these beautiful cameras in the blues. Now in my album, all of these blues will match with the Winter Memories from Photoplay, the darker blues, and these clearer blues will go with the Moda Scrap winter collection that I have. In the red, I love that this has got all sorts of different tones of red, corally. This is more coral than it is red, which you know I love. The red is particularly awesome in a variation of shades and colors. This is the pale gray and the dark gray. Now, truth be told, I got both, but I don't really see as big a difference, or in all honesty, the absolute necessity for the dark. I think the pale gray cameras gives a very good reach. I think when we get into this, it becomes, for me, but if you don't want to get the black, you could definitely use this. But I think if you really only wanted the one, I would say get the pale gray, because you do have some of the darker colors, but it has a very nice ombre, I guess. Is it ombre? Anyway, variation and degradation of shades. This is the peach. I've used a little bit of this, again, into the corals, and we have some lovely sort of terracotta and browns. So this is another very versatile one. And I already had the pastel ones, which are fun. And this, of course, is my beloved Seasoned Spices. Now, while I'm here, I'm just going to talk about this for a little bit, because this I actually printed on the Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And I've seen others, and I've had a few questions of people telling me that, you know, their printer, it's just not rolling through correctly, and therefore it cuts off a bit. And I think, at least for me, what fixed that, I think you have to remember to go into your printer setting and change the setting. If you have cardstock, on my printer, it's called thick, paper thick. If you go in and you make sure that you've changed your setting, it won't do that, and you will get the proper print. So basically, make sure either to go in, if you're using the Epson or another, use the presentation paper, or if you're using the Stampin' Up! Cardstock, use thick paper. At least that's what the setting is on mine. I have an HP all-in-one printer, so that would be the setting on mine. Some might have cardstock, I don't know, but there you go. That's a little other tip for you, but I mean, it's still very, very usable. I mean, one sheet that costs you right now $1, and you still have all of these embellishments, even if you goof up a little bit on the printing. The fun banners in peach. This I had already got. This is not part of my December kit, but I really wanted to get a few of these in to add to my December documented, like home, candid, now, outdoors. Some of these will be quite useful. So although at first, you know, glance, you see vacay and that these generic type things can be used for so many different things depending on the context. I mean, we're going to be home for the holidays, right? Some lovely, just basic tabs, seasoned spices again, which I love. I got them in the peach. This goes along with my Tracy Reed, very, very well with the Tracy Reed collection, and with some of the Marion Bright from Cocoa Vanilla as well. So I like to try and tell you maybe some of the collections if you're using the same ones for your December projects. The 1-inch, which again is not part of this month's per se, but I'm just reminding you here that it's beautiful, beautiful. So I got the 1.5-inch to go along. So because mainly what I'm going to be doing in December is all Christmas, holiday, December documenting. I did not print any of my 2-inch viewfinders because I'm working in a 6x8 album, although I am still doing some 12x12, which is going into my generic album, but I really went with the 1.5 and the 1-inch. So this month, because I had all of my family of colors that I loved, I went in and I got the reds, which again, you have the beautiful sort of cherry red, a little bit of this sort of fire engine red, a little bit of a darker red, and even here more of a corally red or tomato red, I guess. This is beautiful red. This is a color that I really, 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 really love. I went in and I got the greens, and I love the different greens in here. Definitely this one here will go with the Photo Play Winter Memories, if you have it for sure. And I still have some Chamel Christmas Magic, and these two will go quite well with that in the 1-inch as well. Then I got the tabs in the reds. In the peach, this will go beautifully with the Cocoa Vanilla collection as well as with the Tracy Reed. And this sort of beautiful corally red will go beautifully with the Tracy Reed collection as well. The blue here, which will go with the Moda Scrap. Lovely brown. So I just love all of the variation of shades in these tabs, which I love using. Again, the seasoned spices. And now this one is fun because it is the yellow. And look at all of the lovely shades that you get. You get the yellow, of course, a little bit more of a mustardy golden yellow. This almost has tones of craft or a little bit of brown, and then even a lovely almost olive yellowy green, which is absolutely gorgeous. So this is gorgeous, and this is a green that I really, really like, and that goes with a lot of the collections that I use generally. I like the sort of darker greens, and I use some, if you have any Stampin' Up, this is perfect with Mossy Meadow, that ink, and even the avocado color. So this is gorgeous as well. So there you go. This is everything that I am going to be playing with this month. If you have any questions or you want to see anything up closer, or you have any ideas or things that you would like to see me do with some of this gorgeousness, please pop me down a comment below. Over on my Facebook page, Life Scraps by Moira, I'll have an album where everything that I do with the Nicole Jones 911 designs, printables, or digiprints will be there, because Nicole asks us, of course, to do an unboxing and 2 videos, but I do tend to use the printables a lot more. I noticed in November they were pretty much on every page, not just the 2 specific videos that I did for Nicole. And I think at the end of the month, I might add, tell me what you think, leave me a comment down below. I think I will add a wrap-up, like I do with my How to Kill a Kit with Style. I think I will do that, where I can come back and show you everything that I did during the month with the digiprints. Let me know down below what you think, and I will see you again very, very shortly. Don't forget to use my code MOIRA10, M-O-I-R-A, all in caps 10, to get an additional 10% off your order. It applies even through this 50% sale, but when the sale is over, you will still at least get a lovely, lovely 10%. Thank you for being here. See you soon. Bye, friends.